Welcome to our channel. In today's episode of Who Died Today, we take a moment to remember and honor notable figures who have passed away recently. We'll provide a brief overview of their lives, careers, and contributions. Join us as we reflect on their legacies and the impact they made. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Richard Rogler. He was a German cabaret artist and professor of cabaret at the University of the Arts in Berlin. Rogler studied French and sport at the University of Würzburg. Beginning in 1986, Rogler worked as a solo artist, starting with his first program, Enduring Freedom. Further solo programs were Finish, 1992, Wanson, 1995, Freedom West, 1998, and Stimmen, 2009, and others. In 1999, the University of the Arts in Berlin established a visiting scholarship for cabaret and Rogler was selected to hold this position. Rogler rose to prominence with several guest appearances on the Windscreen Wipers and other TV and radio shows. In 1992 he produced and starred in a 6-episode series entitled Mr. Rogler and Mr. Bussy alongside Johann Bussy. In 2006, Rogler became the third permanent member of the Windscreen Wipers replacing George Schramm. After 2 years he departed the cast again in 2008. Rogler's comedic style is described as old-school cabaret and distinctly different from those of comedians. For the WDR he hosted Midnight Peaks from 1988 to 1992. Also from 1992 he hosted Night Strike on the First and then from 1997 Rogler's Freedom on 3sat. His birthdate is September 19, 1949 in West Germany. Unfortunately he died in August 2024, at the age of 74. No cause of death was mentioned. Rajo Maximovich. He was a Serbian composer, writer, and music pedagogue. He composed numerous vocal instrumental, orchestral, chamber, choral, and soloist works, as well as pieces devoted to children. Among his most significant compositions are, Vocal Instrumental When the Living Envied the Dead, 1963. During his studies at the Belgrade Music Academy and in accordance with the Department of Composition and Orchestration curriculum requirements, he composed works of a prevalent neoclassical provenance. He also composed the Book of Six Madrigals Chants Out of the Darkness, 1975. He also authored a memoirist autobiographical trilogy entitled That's the Way It Was, 1988. His birth date is July 27, 1935. He died in Belgrade on August 2024, at the age of 89. Dink Widenhouse. He was an American NASCAR Grand National Series driver. Widenhouse began racing at the age of 15 when his brother built a dirt track near Concord, North Carolina. Dink's first car was a '37 Ford Coach with what would become his trademark, B-29 emblem on the side. From the age of 22 to the age of 24, Widenhouse competed in 2,101.9 miles, 3,382.7 kilometers, and 3,097 laps of racing. While he never won a race, he managed to gain a pole position at the 1955 running of the Wilkes County 160, finishing 19th in that race. Widenhouse had a successful racing career at the Charlotte Fairgrounds, Midland, Concord, Myrtle Beach and Columbia, South Carolina and Danville, Virginia. Part of his success stemmed from his great mechanic, Greaseball Young. His racing career came to an end in the 1960s when paved tracks became the norm. Widenhouse always preferred dirt and did not like racing on pavement. During his racing career, he won nearly 200 races, with his record including 21 wins in one season. He was known as the Preacher because he never raced on Sunday. Widenhouse's career earnings were $3,225 US, $36,142.11 when adjusted for inflation. His only last place finish came at an untitled 1955 race at Southern State Fairgrounds in Charlotte, North Carolina. His birth date is January 1, 1932. He died on August 2024, at the age of 92, died from unknown causes. Alexander Goehr. He was a German-born English composer and academic. Alexander Goehr was born on August 10, 1932 in Berlin, and his family moved to Britain when he was only a few months old. In the early 1960s Goehr worked for the BBC as broadcaster and producer. He founded the Wardour Castle Summer School in Wiltshire with Peter Maxwell Davies and Harrison Birtwistle in 1964, and most importantly, the beginning of Goehr's preoccupation with opera and music theatre. In 1967 he founded the Music Theatre Ensemble, and in 1971 he completed a three-part cycle for music theatre, Triptych, made up of three works, Naboth's Vineyard, 1968, and Shadowplay, 1970, were both explicitly written for music theatre ensemble, while the later sonata about Jerusalem, 1971, was commissioned by Testimonium, Jerusalem and performed by the Israel Chamber Orchestra and Gary Bertini. The end of the 60s also saw the beginning of a string of prestigious academic appointments for Goehr. In 1971 he was appointed West Riding Professor of Music at the University of Leeds. Goehr left Leeds in 1976 when he was appointed Professor of Music at Cambridge University, where he taught until his retirement in 1999. In 2004 Goehr was awarded an honorary doctorate of music from Plymouth University. He was born on August 10, 1932. He died on August 2024, at the age of 92, no cause of death was given. Don Wert. He was an American professional baseball player. He played in Major League Baseball from 1963 to 1971 as a third baseman, most prominently as a member of the Detroit Tigers, where he was an all-star player and was a member of the 1968 World Series winning team. Although he was overshadowed by his contemporary, Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson, Wert earned a reputation as one of the best fielding third basemen in Major League Baseball. He played his final season with the Washington Senators in 1971. In 1965, Wert played all 162 games for the Tigers and led All-American League third baseman with a .976 fielding percentage, marking the only year in the 1960s that a third baseman other than Brooks Robinson had led the league in fielding. With his performance in 1965, Wert was selected for the first annual Tiger of the Year by the Detroit chapter of the Baseball Writers Association of America, and also finished number 10 in the American League Most Valuable Player voting. Despite his low average, Wert was selected to the roster of the 1968 American League All-Star Team by American League manager Dick Williams and doubled off Tom Seaver in the 8th inning, but was stranded in a 1-0 loss. Over 9 seasons in the major leagues, Wert played in 1,100 games and had a .242 batting average, 929 hits, 417 runs scored, 389 walks, 366 runs batted in, 129 doubles, and 77 home runs. His birth date is July 29, 1938. He died at his Strasbourg home on August 25, at the age of 86. He had been in failing health in his waning years following a series of strokes. Benji Radach. He was an American professional mixed martial artist who competed in the middleweight division of Bellator MMA. A professional competitor from 2001, Radach also competed for the UFC, the WEC, Strikeforce, and the Los Angeles Anacondas of the IFL. Radach made his professional MMA debut in 2001 and compiled an undefeated record of 10-0 before being signed by the UFC to compete as a welterweight. Radach made his UFC debut against Steve Berger at UFC 37 on May 10, 2002. Radach originally was declared the winner via TKO 27 seconds into the first round, but the decision was later overturned when replays showed that Radach had the fence in his hand as he finished the final blows that ended the fight via TKO. Radach next fought against Nick Serra on June 22, 2002, at UFC 37.5. Radach won via unanimous decision. He made his first appearance against Ryan McGivern on February 2, 2007, at IFL, Houston. Radach won via TKO in the second round. Radach made his next appearance against Gerald Harris at the IFL 2007 semifinals on August 2, 2007. Radach next fought Brent Boparlant at the IFL World Grand Prix semifinals on November 3, 2007, and won via knockout in the first round. Radach has suffered many injuries throughout his career, including a broken jaw, a herniated disc, neck surgery, ACL replacement, and a broken collarbone, amongst others. Radach would suffer another problem in February 2010 when he caught a staph infection after surgery on a torn pectoral muscle that was suffered in training. His birth date is April 5, 1979. He died on 26 August, he was 45 years old. No cause of death was revealed. Sid Vicious. He was an American professional wrestler and minor league softball enthusiast. He was best known for his tenures in the World Wrestling Federation and World Championship Wrestling, under the ring name Sid Justice, Sid Vicious, and Psycho Sid. Vicious was a six-time world champion, having won the WWF Championship twice, the WCW World Heavyweight Championship twice, and the USWA Unified World Heavyweight Championship twice. In addition to world title success, Vicious held the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship once, among other accolades. During his tenures with the WWF and WCW, Vicious headlined multiple pay-per-views for both organizations, main eventing WrestleMania 8 and WrestleMania 13 in 1992 and 1997 respectively, as well as Starrcade in 2000. He also competed in New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW, where he challenged Tatsumi Fujinami for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship under the name Vicious Warrior, but was unable to win the title. He made his televised debut in WCW by defeating Dwayne Bruce on the June 17, 1989 episode of Pro. Vicious made his WWF debut in an untelevised segment attacking the Mountie following Mountie's open offer. He defeated Ted DiBiase in his first WWF match at a non-televised event in Calgary. Vicious was a fan of softball. During his time off from wrestling, he briefly played softball between 1997 and 1999. He was born on December 1960. He died on August 26. Vicious' son Goehr announced via his Facebook page that he had died at 63 years of age from cancer. Dave Sweetapple is an American musician and songwriter known for his work in the rock and alternative music scenes. He is best recognized as the bassist for the band which is known for its blend of heavy rock and stoner rock influences. Sweetapple's playing style contributes to the band's distinctive sound, characterized by its groove-driven and often psychedelic rock elements. In addition to his work with Which, Sweetapple has been involved in various other musical projects and collaborations. He has also contributed to the work of other artists and bands, showcasing his versatility and skill as a musician. His contributions to the rock genre have earned him a place in the broader music community, particularly among fans of heavy and alternative rock styles. He has passed away at the age of 58. Chon Travis is a musician associated with the progressive rock and metal band Chon. Known for his exceptional guitar skills, Travis has been a key member of the band, contributing to its intricate and melodic sound. Chon's music features complex guitar work, rich compositions, and a fusion of various genres, including progressive rock, jazz, and metal. Chon, founded in 2008, has gained recognition for its instrumental tracks that blend technical proficiency with a vibrant, dynamic style. The band's discography includes several well-received albums and EPs, showcasing Travis's talent and the band's innovative approach to music. Travis's role in Chon highlights his impact on the modern progressive rock scene, particularly through his creative and technically skilled guitar performances. He died in August 2024. Sergio Donati. He was an Italian screenwriter recognized for his influential work in the film industry, particularly in the spaghetti western genre. His screenwriting career included several notable collaborations with director Sergio Leone. He co-wrote the screenplay for A Fistful of Dollars, 1964, a film that played a crucial role in popularizing the spaghetti western genre. He continued his work on the genre with contributions to For a Few Dollars More, 1965, and while his involvement in other films is less documented, his impact on Italian cinema remains significant. His work is characterized by its strong narrative elements and memorable dialogue, helping to shape the distinctive style of the films he worked on. Donati's contributions have left a lasting legacy in both Italian and international cinema. His birth date is April 1933. He died in August 2024, at the age of 91, the cause of death is not known. Winom Sinclair. She was a Jamaican-born American casting director and film producer. She was the founder and chairwoman of Winom Sinclair and Associates, a global casting agency based out of Atlanta. Sinclair was a frequent collaborator with famed directors such as Spike Lee, John Singleton, Steven Spielberg, Lee Daniels, and the Hughes brothers. Notable films she worked on include Too Fast, Too Furious, All Eyes on Me, Amistad, Jungle Fever, Malcolm X, and The Best Man. She also produced movies, such as co-producing the 2017 Sam Pollard film Maynard, a biopic about Atlanta's first black mayor, Maynard Jackson. The film was shown at film festivals such as Doc NYC and the Full Frame Documentary Film Festival. She was a panelist at the 2018 for the Academy's Careers in Film Summit in Atlanta, hosted by the African American Film Critics Association. Her birth date is October 17, 1965. She died in hospice care due to colon cancer on August 2024, at the age of 58. Darren Beck is an American musician known for his work as a vocalist and guitarist. He is primarily recognized for his role in the alternative rock band Red Sun Rising. Beck's involvement with Red Sun Rising has contributed to the band's success, particularly in the 2010s, with their music featuring a blend of hard rock and alternative elements. Aside from his work with Red Sun Rising, Beck has also been involved in other musical projects and collaborations. His style often incorporates elements of rock, alternative, and post-grunge, reflecting a diverse range of influences. His contributions to the music industry have garnered attention for their dynamic sound and engaging performances. He died on August 23, at the age of 48. No cause of death was given. Xydias. He was an American hot rodder, racing driver, and land speed racer, active in the early days of auto racing. He served in World War II as radio operator and engineer on a Boeing B-17 Flying Fortress. In 1946, immediately after Xydias was discharged from the United States Army Air Corps, he opened the SoCal Speed Shop in Burbank, one of the first hot rod speed shops in Southern California. Xydias was a member of the board of directors of the Wally Parks NHRA Motorsports Museum. He was the founder of the Alex Xydias and Pete Shapuri Center for the Automotive Arts at the Pomona Fairplex. His birth date is March 1922. He died in Southern California on August 24, at the age of 102. Karel Hermanek is a well-known Czech actor recognized for his contributions to theater, film, and television. Born on September 18, 1947, in Prague, he has had a prolific career in the Czech entertainment industry. He has appeared in numerous films and television series, showcasing his versatility as an actor. He is also renowned for his work in theater, where he has performed in a variety of roles ranging from classical to contemporary plays. His career has earned him respect and acclaim in the Czech Republic, making him a prominent figure in Czech performing arts. In addition to his acting career, Hermanek has been involved in directing and other aspects of theater production. His contributions to the arts have made him a significant and respected figure in Czech cultural life. His roles often showcase his ability to handle both dramatic and comedic parts. He died on August 24, he was 76 years old, died from injury from gun. Christoph Daum. He was a German professional football manager and player. As a manager, he won 8 trophies with clubs from Germany, Turkey and Austria. Daum played as a midfielder and was a junior for several clubs from the region of Duisburg. He began his senior career with Hamborn 07 and Eintracht Duisburg, before joining 1. FC Köln in 1975 and being part of the reserve team that won the 1980 German Amateur Football Championship. He earned his coaching license at the DFB and began working in 1981 as amateur coach with 1. FC Köln. In the 1985-1986 season he was promoted to assistant coach and in 1986 to the top position. During the 1990 FIFA World Cup, Daum was released from his position by Cologne's president Dietmar Artzinger-Bolton. In November 1990 he transferred to VfB Stuttgart, where he won the German championship in 1992. Beginning in July 2003, he was head coach at Fenerbahce. Daum won 2 consecutive Turkish League championships in 2004 and 2005. On July 7, 2016, after 2 years of pause from coaching, Daum started his first experience at a national team after agreeing terms with Romania. He became the 3rd foreign manager in the history to coach the Romanian team. He was sacked in September 2017, after yet another disappointing World Cup qualifying campaign where Romania failed to qualify. He received €135,000 in compensation for his termination. His birth date is October 24, 1953. A longtime smoker, Daum announced that he was diagnosed with lung cancer in October 2022. He died from the disease on August 24, 2024 in Cologne at the age of 70. Joe D'Alessandris. He was an American football coach who was most recently the offensive line coach for the Baltimore Ravens of the National Football League. Prior to his time in Baltimore, he served as the offensive line coach for the San Diego Chargers and Buffalo Bills, and as an assistant offensive line coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. He has served as an offensive line coach at various universities, including notable programs where he contributed to the development of successful teams and players. D'Alessandris is known for his emphasis on solid fundamentals and technique in coaching the offensive line. His approach focuses on both individual player development and cohesive unit performance. His birth date is April 29, 1954. Throughout his career, D'Alessandris has been recognized for his ability to develop and mentor offensive linemen, contributing to the success of the teams he has been a part of. He died on the morning of August 25, at the age of 70. Sven-Goran Eriksson. He was a Swedish football manager and player. After a playing career as a right back, Eriksson went on to experience major success in club management between 1977 and 2001, winning 18 trophies with a variety of league clubs in Sweden, Portugal, and Italy. In European competition, he won both the UEFA Cup and the European Cup Winners' Cup and reached the final of the European Cup. Eriksson later managed the national teams of England, Mexico, Philippines, and the Ivory Coast, as well as Manchester City and Leicester City in England. Eriksson has coached in 10 countries: Sweden, Portugal, Italy, England, Mexico, Ivory Coast, Thailand, the United Arab Emirates, China and the Philippines. Eriksson made his debut for Swedish football division for Team Torsby if at the age of 16. Eriksson retired from playing in 1975 at the age of 27. Having retired as a player, Eriksson received an offer to become Tord Grip's assistant at De Geerfers if. Eriksson improved England's FIFA World Rankings place from 17th place in January 2001 to 5th in July 2006. On March 28, 2010, Eriksson became the manager of the Ivory Coast national team. Eriksson spent big in a bid for promotion in the summer of 2011, including multi-million-pound transfer fees on Matt Mills and Jermaine Beckford. His birth date is February 5, 1948. He died on 26 August, at the age of 76, died from pancreatic cancer. Babs Wilton was an Australian actress known for her roles in television and film. She was active primarily during the mid-20th century and made notable contributions to the Australian entertainment industry. Her career included appearances in various TV shows and movies, where she was recognized for her talent and versatility. Her work in the industry helped shape the landscape of Australian television during her time. For specific roles or achievements, further detailed sources might provide additional insights into her career. She was known for Prisoner, 1979, Cop Shop, 1977. Her birth date is March 9, 1931. She died on August 2024, died of Parkinson's disease. Nestor Salvador Quintana is an Argentine journalist known for his work in both print and broadcast media. He has been recognized for his contributions to journalism in Argentina, covering a range of topics including current affairs, politics, and cultural issues. Quintana has worked with various media outlets throughout his career, and his reporting has earned him a reputation for thorough and insightful journalism. His birth date is August 27, 1933. He died on August 2024, at the age of 90. Renzo de Vidovich. He was an Italian politician, historian and journalist. He founded and directed The City, an information magazine. Member of the Municipal Council of Trieste for more than 10 years, he was also elected as city councillor in the town of Duino Orizina where he fought for the touristic development of Sistiana. He was also mayor of the Free Commune of Zara, in exile. His birth date is February 27, 1934. He died on 29 August, at the age of 90.